galera do meu Brasil, Voronui e do mundão inteiro, beleza? Aqui sou eu mais uma vez, Gáudio, começando mais um Nomundão Podcast, diretamente de Phuket, na Tailândia, esse paraíso maravilhoso que eu tenho a alegria, a bênção de morar aqui, tá? Hoje eu tô recebendo 3 amigos aqui, tô recebendo Nando Borralho, da 𝙍𝘼𝙒 aqui, Phuket. Nando, seja bem-vindo mais uma vez. Tô recebendo Paul Hoester, The Monster, and Magee. From the, da Raw Experiences, uma empresa que promove turismo de luxo ligado à arte marcial, ao jiu-jitsu, trazendo grandes nomes do jiu-jitsu para praticar com pessoas do mundo inteiro. Nós vamos explicar esse projeto hoje maravilhoso para vocês aqui. E vamos lá, eu queria começar pedindo a você para se inscrever no canal, dar um like nesse vídeo, compartilhar aí para os amigos, para as amigas, para todo mundo. Vem bater esse papo com a gente, praticar o inglês aí comigo, com o Nando aqui, né, Nando? Vamos salvar aqui. Vou começar pelo Nando. Como é que você tá, cara? Seja bem-vindo mais uma vez aí, viu, velho?
Tô bem. Segundo filho, né?
Acabou de ser pai de novo, né, Nando? Como que é o nome do garotão? Fala mais pertinho do microfone. Jackson. O Nando é da Barra Grace aqui de Phuket, participa do projeto com os meninos, né, do Raw Experiences, com o Paul, com o Chris. Tem a Rebeca também, né? A Rebeca não pôde estar aqui hoje, mas é parte do time também com os meninos lá. So, welcome, guys. Paul Hoester, welcome. Thank you very much for coming here tonight. Tonight in Thailand, yeah? In Brazil is like the day is just starting. So, welcome. I'm very happy to have you here. How are you, my
Pleasure
friend?
to be here. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure. How have you been?
Yeah, awesome. Just been busy working and getting camps ready and getting stuff ready to go for our next kind of experience.
Nice.
In August, yeah.
Amazing.
𝙍𝘼𝙒.
Oh, nice. So 𝙍𝘼𝙒 is the next one, yes?
Yeah.
And about you, Chris, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on. I'm excited to be here. And eu falo somente pouco português. But I will have to speak in English today because I'm not a professional.
Aí, caralho. Porra. No, man, feel free to practice your Portuguese as much as you want and can, okay?
Okay.
Please. Vamos lá, galera, olha só, vai ser um bate-papo assim, onde nós vamos levar um pouco no inglês, com o português, explicar um pouco da vida do pessoal, né, de onde eles vêm, de onde isso tudo começou, onde eles se encontraram. O Nando, que é brasileiro, os meninos são lá da Inglaterra, nós vamos saber direitinho de onde eles são agora. Então, assim, eu peço a você que tente, né, o máximo de paciência possível para poder entender o meu inglês maluco aqui com o Nando, com os meninos. E vai ser uma honra poder estar dividindo essa experiência de poder relacionar com pessoas de outras culturas, de outros países do mundo, né, que vêm de outras realidades, e como que essas realidades se encontram com a nossa, nós que somos brasileiros e também estamos pelo mundo afora aí. Então vai ser uma experiência muito linda. Guys, I was just telling them that for me it's amazing to be able to share this opportunity that Nando and I we have to connect with you guys that come from another country, another part of the world, and here we are Brazilians, you guys British, yes?
Yeah, British, yes.
So, and it's amazing to be able to...
British.
Nando is also British, yeah? And it's amazing for me, I feel like very happy to be able to share this experience, with Raw Experience. There's the experience that you have to share our lives and connect with people there in Brazil that sometimes they don't have the same opportunity, or they want to know how it is, how it works, to have a friend from this place or the other place, So that's it. I'm very happy to have you guys here.
Yeah.
I want to start asking Nando, just to people that, let's say, that follow the podcast, they know already that you were one of the first guests that I had here on the show, when we were just starting. So I want to start with you, like, for who is arriving now on the show and starting now following us, where are you from in Brazil, man?
I'm from northwest of Brazil, Maranhão, from Maranhão and
north of Brazil.
North of Brazil, northwest.
Yeah, north.
Nordeste.
Maranhão, yeah, northeast of Brazil, yes.
Northeast, northeast, Nordeste. And
Just speak a little bit.
I live here in Phuket 5 years and I'm head coach of 𝙍𝘼𝙒 Phuket.
And then we have Paul Hoester.
Hi.
Hoester. Paul, where are you from?
So I actually come from an island in the south of the UK called Jersey, Channel Islands. Yeah, and it's kind of like an independent little island, still part of Jersey, but still part of the UK, but is its own little kind of special little place.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
And you, Chris?
I am Scottish. I was born in Glasgow, and about 20 years ago, I moved to Jersey, and it was there that I met Paul. It wasn't 20 years ago I met Paul, but that's where we met, and I'm in Phuket now, and it's a fantastic place. It really is.
Amazing, man, amazing. Guys, I want to know, how did, okay, I know that here you have 2 black belts and 1 blue belt, and I felt I was telling them before because for me, I thought that Chris wasn't like I didn't think that Chris was a practitioner of jiu-jitsu, you know. So when I saw the picture and I saw Chris
that's
there,
that's when people die, man.
but this is man. You see, that's it. No, but because I also I always saw him involved in taking the pictures and this and that, but I hadn't seen him before, like participating, like training and blah blah. So when I saw one of the pictures on internet and he was there with his blue belt, I felt so happy, you know. I said,
I'm so happy didn't mess with that.
So I have here 2 black belts, 1 blue belt, and I want to start with you, Paul.
And a white belt.
And a white belt.
Yeah.
So how did jiu-jitsu got into your life, man?
So I looked to do it, kind of probably follow the path of most people that do jiu-jitsu. Was a fitness path, so I looked to start doing it to get fit and kind of.
But how did you know jiu-jitsu? How did it get to you?
So I was my first actual encounter with it was I went to go to an MMA class.
Nice.
So I started doing MMA and I enjoyed that, and then we started doing in the beginner MMA classes. Started doing more kind of like grappling and everything else, and I really kind of enjoyed that. And then my coach, Rob Staples at the time back in Jersey, actually said to me, you can be really good at, you can be good at both, or you can be really, really good at one. So kind of like at that stage, I kind of chose jiu-jitsu over MMA, and it's kind of been like that ever since.
Why did you choose jiu-jitsu?
I just find, even now still, I find it really interesting, and there's so much, it's so deep really. It's like a never-ending kind of story of a never-ending game almost. It's really like it's good. Yeah, it's really kind of interesting.
Nice. And how old were you when you really started?
I started it quite late actually, probably about 21, 22. And yeah.
And when did you feel that this was like, oh no, I cannot escape from it anymore. It got me. I want to be a black belt. I want to keep doing it for the rest of my life or practicing it.
Yeah, I mean, it really got me, I guess, at probably purple belt. It was that was when I kind of like really kind of wanted to push forwards towards black belt and become at that black belt level really.
Nice.
Yeah, and now I've managed to achieve that, and the outlook on and the excitement towards the sport is still the same. There's still, even after achieving, there's still so much to learn. And still so much to do in the sport. It's still quite a new sport. So, yeah, it's really exciting.
Nice, man, nice. I feel so happy when I see that. Like, and you, Chris, tell me, how did jiu-jitsu, came to your life, my friend?
Almost by accident, I think. There's the gym that me and Paul used to train at is in this place called Fort Regent. And there's a gym that you can, like, the public can use type thing. And I used to go there, and I would see people walking around with this like big red triangle thing on their backs, not like this one, but it had a weird shape in it. I was like, what is this? I always saw them, and one day I just followed one of them, into the other bit,
Nice.
just to see what was going on, just to see what was going on, and
Typical Chris.
you know, we went.
Let me see what's happening.
Well,
here.
yeah, I was curious, so I followed, and there was, you know, the mats and everything, and Rob Staples was there, our professor, and there were MMA classes, there were jiu-jitsu classes, and I said, okay, I'll do both. And basically, I very quickly learned that I don't enjoy getting punched in the face.
Good reason, yeah.
So I thought,
Why is that? Who said everyone have a plan until they are punched in the face?
yeah, exactly. And I thought, but I still enjoyed the jiu-jitsu. I was still getting fit. I was still learning things. I was still excited. I still had the, you know, like the spark, if you want to call it that. And I gave up the MMA, kept the jiu-jitsu going, and yeah, there was. I'm a blue belt now, and that's basically by accident. That's how I found jiu-jitsu, but I stayed with it on purpose, you know.
Nice, man. Happy to hear that. And about you, Nando Borralho, tell me, my friend, how did jiu-jitsu get into your life?
Well, I think I was 25 years old. I started in England.
Really?
I started jiu-jitsu in England. I was 25 and I started training gym in Swindon.
Don't suck it. Don't suck it.
Chris said it. Chris said it. So, okay.
Yeah, I start training in the same gym until from white to black. Same gym, same thing, and same coach. Coach Pat, if you watch, thank you very much for everything.
And that's it. So how long did it take you to get into to black belt?
10 years.
10 years. You as well, Paul?
Mm-hmm.
About 10 years.
It's a process, my friend. Not many people understand it.
Yeah, it's a long process, yes. And this is what I see. Like for me, it looks like every time when I see someone talking about jiu-jitsu development in terms of belts, yes, they always go like there's some kind of, I don't know if I can say in English, like a myth about what is involved in going and becoming a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Is something like it's not. It looks to me as an outsider, let's say, like it's not something. It's something that is harder to achieve in jiu-jitsu than to achieve in other martial arts, like going through the belts. Is it true or not?
Of course, yeah.
And
Definitely.
why do you guys think that it
Make
happens?
it harder, like reality check. You cannot just run around the highest level in a martial arts and you come, oh, I'm a black belt. But like, okay. Well,
You soon get found out.
everybody wanna take a black belt heads out.
The thing with a black belt as well, people kind of, in jiu-jitsu, you have to be able to kind of, what we say is you've got to be able to hold your belt. So if you're a blue belt, you need to be able to feel comfortable in a room with blue belts and feel confident with white belts, you know, and this goes all the way up to...
And it's not just like fighting, it's like the way you act, you know, is you go through the martial arts level, you start understanding how hard for you to start as a white belt, and then when a blue belt, when someone have a knowledge, so, oh, I want to help that guy too. You know?
Quite often you see like brown belts stay brown belts for quite a long time, won't you? If you've got, depending on the coach, because they get to like a 4-stripe brown belt, technically a black belt, but there's still something else to develop. It could be like mindset or teaching or something along these lines.
It's
you know,
not just
he's
toughness.
It's not just about toughness and winning
about,
championships.
Nice.
Although that obviously that's a different type of black belt.
Nice. And about you, Chris, like how long have you been in this journey?
Well, I discovered jiu-jitsu, if you want to call it that, about 6 or 7 years ago. But there was a period of 3 years where I, because of work and the timing and stuff, I didn't train at all. I wasn't able to. But I've been training properly, I would say, for 3 years or so.
Nice, huh?
So, yeah.
So in a few years' time, another black belt, huh?
Well, that's the plan. Obviously, it's a lot harder to do than it is to
say,
to say. And
to sit here on
both,
the table and
no,
say...
it's true, but both of the, and we call them professors in jiu-jitsu. When you're a black belt, you have the title of professor. And
Like only if you teach.
Only
If
if
you
you
don't
teach,
teach,
yeah.
you feel a competitor.
well, yeah, I've trained under both of these black belts at 𝙍𝘼𝙒 Phuket and at 𝙍𝘼𝙒 Channel Islands in Jersey, and I think development in jiu-jitsu, they're both right. Development in jiu-jitsu is about, do you know how to do an armbar? Do you know how to do this and that? But there's more to it than that. It's about how you carry yourself, how you are with, how you behave with lower belts. Because if you're say a brown belt and you're rolling with a white belt, yes, you could absolutely destroy him, but you're not supposed to, because then no one learns anything, and that's how accidents happen and whatever. So it is a mindset. It is a sort of way of life, almost.
They call it the jiu-jitsu lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, there is a saying, jiu-jitsu lifestyle.
So it became a real a culture.
It's a
then.
culture.
It
It's
is.
a real culture, and the culture kind of supersedes all kind of clubs and alliances and everything else. And you call it the lifestyle or brotherhood.
Mm.
You know, there's jiu-jitsu brotherhood, and it's like it seems to be expanding out now into like almost like a fight brotherhood, especially in Phuket. You know, it's like the Thai boxers get on with the jiu-jitsu guys, and everyone's kind of sharing, and Phuket's really becoming like
The hub of jiu-jitsu in Asia.
a real incubator. You know, like what you use to to help stuff grow, like a small greenhouse for.
And why do you think it's happening here now in Phuket? Do you think that is also because of the Muay Thai gyms, and many of the Muay Thai guys and MMA guys, they come to have their camps here and they train here, and then it also brings more and more jiu-jitsu guys here?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of infrastructure here, certainly. There's a lot of big gyms, there's a lot of facilities, there's a lot of demand, and as you say, Muay Thai, there's high-level stuff here. There's high-level jiu-jitsu here, and we were having a conversation a couple of days ago or something. Like, Phuket has such a high density of world champions, like per square mile, if you know what I mean. It's crazy, and it's a paradise island, and Thai food is amazing, and the weather's nice. It's the perfect storm, you know.
There's many. There are many aspects there.
Yeah.
Nice. And how did you guys meet each other? Like, how did it happen?
𝙍𝘼𝙒.
Here in Phuket?
Yeah.
So you met him first?
Yeah, me and Nando met, and we talk about the connection. You know, we had the connection, and then from there, I kind of stayed with 𝙍𝘼𝙒 in Phuket, and now help Nando and help at the academy and everything else.
Nice.
And that's brought us together, and then in turn, Chris has now come into the equation as well, and we're starting to build a beautiful team.
Nice.
At both places, at Raw and at 𝙍𝘼𝙒. You know, so they're both kind of now growing together.
Together, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
So, but do you come from a background of 𝙍𝘼𝙒 as well, from jiu-jitsu?
Yes.
There?
Yeah. So the lineage, as they say, is my professor is my main head professor at our academy was Rob Staples, and then kind of the next coach down, which was my kind of Rob was my professor all the way from like white belt to purple belt, you know, and then another professor called Matthew Norris, who's actually is retired competitor now, but he's an absolute monster as well. But
I can attest to that.
Yeah, then he kind of like took over my training from purple belt all the way through to black belt, and kind of made the fighter that is today. Yeah,
amazing.
Well, the black belt, shall I say, that is today. You know, because it was a lot more than just fighting on the mats.
Yeah. How was it for you, Nando, when you saw this guy coming there to 𝙍𝘼𝙒? Like
another brother, my man. When you wear 𝙍𝘼𝙒, you're brought everywhere. There's no difference.
And did you feel?
It's the same thing. That's what we use the uniform to identify ourselves. If I have a 𝙍𝘼𝙒 shirt and the guy have a 𝙍𝘼𝙒 shirt, I go talk to him. There's no problem.
Make friends straight away.
Even if you can't speak the language, it's like hey, boom, you know, and it's just like an international
Connect
kind of
straight
connection.
Away,
yeah.
So it really became like a kind of jiu-jitsu and also the teams, no? Kind of a culture or something.
Yeah. It's just definitely.
Nice.
Definitely. Your life, like when you're into the coach, man, is the drama. Is the drama. Jiu-jitsu have a drama. Like normal people have in their like novels. Jiu-jitsu have everything. Have like news, fighters, and you check the profiles. You even can check the BJJ fighter net worth, where he's like how much money he made and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Crazy. So
It's
the
like become like another. It's like you
becoming
have,
a
I mean,
really
the high level guys, you could almost say
Now you
they're
see,
kind of
like,
celebrity
before-
status.
you see like Golden Rhyme, now they'll show up in a UFC pass, right in front TV, national jiu-jitsu. The guy represent us. You know, he's from another team.
He must have like over 1 million followers now.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's like, oh, who's that?
Yeah.
And more
That's
people,
serious. Yeah.
and that more people are gonna be more interested.
Mhm.
So jiu-jitsu has become one of the most, how can I say, practiced sports around the world for sure. Yes, especially martial arts. Everybody's involved in martial arts nowadays in a kind of way or practice jiu-jitsu, no?
I think most of
some places, still the world is big, man.
I know, yeah, but it's
I
still
think
like
what's
Very big,
what's
like-
really spearheading jiu-jitsu is MMA. Because it encompasses all.
You see,
Jiu-jitsu is such a big factor of MMA. When you want to call it jiu-jitsu or grappling or sambo or whatever you want to call it, it kind of like the grappling arts are really kind of knitted together.
and look like the same.
And as jiu-jitsu grows, it kind of encompasses all these other kind of arts, and they then are becoming jiu-jitsu. These are kind of all these catch wrestling moves and stuff like that. Then get past as how much has jiu-jitsu developed since the days of Carlos Gracie? How far has it come now? They could never imagine a buggy choke or you know what I mean?
The
Double.
ability to create.
Some of the crazy moves that are happening, like the crucifix triangle, and
The 10 planets guys.
the development of it is insane. Now and what
and the
Gordon
media,
Ryan's
the
doing,
media also involved
Oh yeah,
nowadays.
throw
no?
grappling.
over the last few years, funding has gone into the sport now. Into MMA, like the funding that has gone into MMA, and that's then flowed down into the other sports, including Thai boxing. So Thai boxing is just literally, it's known as, if you're going to be a good MMA fighter, it's kind of like Thai boxing, jiu-jitsu, Thai boxing and grappling. Those are the it's kind of like the perfect recipe almost, isn't it? It seems that way, yeah.
Because now the people before I think they only train kickboxing, but when they learn about the clinch,
Yeah.
the knees start flowing your face.
The elbows and the
Like-
knees,
Yeah, it's like brutal. It was 9 limbs or 8 limbs?
8 limbs, yeah, I think.
9
yeah.
limbs and 8.
Have you heard about that other one, Lithaway?
With the forehead.
They do the headbutts and bare knuckle. Wow, that's
Now
crazy.
destroy your brain, they destroy your body. Like,
Really?
Yeah, it's like this martial art where they, it's boxing, but they have no. It's like Thai boxing, all this pretty much the same, but no gloves, and they're allowed to use their heads to.
Really?
Box, yeah,
Jesus,
that's real violence.
the champion through that martial art always keeping like nagging Bokal, like the biggest champion.
The Thai boxers
The
and
Thai
stuff.
boxer,
Yeah.
he always
Really?
making like jokes, memes, and everything because he wanna fight.
Trash talking, innit?
Yeah.
Trash talking.
Crazy, huh? Hey, Chris, would you go for that?
No.
Definitely
No,
not.
no,
yeah.
I go for watch for sure.
For watch.
I don't know if I would go even to watch these.
I was
I'm-
like, excuse me, one beer, please. Let me watch. Let me watch my
Crazy,
friend
eh?
here. This man is like.
So guys, look, I want to ask Nando in Portuguese now a little bit. Nando, about the raw experience in Portuguese, and then I'll ask you guys to speak about it in English as well,
Okay.
But
because
like,
you can have these,
so better you ask them in English first.
and then we do,
and
yeah.
then I know what you're gonna ask me. You have a kind of like I translate what he said.
Yes, okay, amazing, nice.
You're
Okay,
welcome, director. I hope you put like final thank you production.
for Nando. I will. Obrigado, Nando, pela produção de hoje aí do programa. Thank you very much for helping me here.
Another cameo.
Yeah. From now on, Nomundao podcast has another one in the team, man, like Nando Borralho. So, Paul, please, you and Chris, could you please explain about raw experiences, what it is, from where, where does it come from, like this idea and this, this dream that is happening, is happening now, and please tell us. Where does it come from?
Probably easier if we start off with where did it come from? So I used to be involved in advertising before. I had my own advertising business back in Jersey, and it was quite a successful business, and grew that to quite a good size and everything else. And I kind of like had enough. I can't say I had enough. I wanted a change in life, as I'm sure many people have come to that point of working a 9 till 5 in an office for the last 20 years, Yeah, sorry. Working in an office for the last 20 years, and I'm kind of like seeing all these guys living the jiu-jitsu lifestyle and living the jiu-jitsu life, and kind of wanted that for myself, and upgrading in life and everything else. It's all about advancing in it. Like in life, it's all kind of about advancing, and so I kind of got to.
It happens sometimes, man. No worries.
Yeah.
with me every week I do this here. No worries.
So we got to the point of kind of like wanting to come up with a plan of how I can use jiu-jitsu and live a jiu-jitsu lifestyle, but on my kind of, at my ability and on my kind of terms, and my professor, our main professor, 𝙍𝘼 𝙀𝙭𝙥𝙚 regularly talks about reverse engineering, and so I took a page out of his book on this reverse engineering concept, and I use it all the time, in generally in life. I find it really helps. So what you kind of do is you kind of picture yourself, put yourself where you ideally see yourself, where, well, what do you want, what do you want out of life, okay, I want to be sat on a beach, on a beautiful beach, in a hammock, coconut in my hand, that's where I'll be happy, have some money in the bank and security and nice house, and that's what I see myself. Okay, cool. So reverse engineering, how are you going to do that? What's the, what are you going to go and beat Gordon Ryan? And, is that what you were planning? Because I can tell you now that's not going to happen. Okay, so you have to come and be like a black belt would be. It's like, you're going to have to be strategic about this. The opponent's bigger, stronger. So I'm going to have to use some kind of cunning or some more techniques to kind of get to this.
Or
leverage, yeah. Or And it's be kind of clever about how you're going to move about this. So kind of reverse engineering again. It's like, okay, so there's lots of jiu-jitsu camps, lots of jiu-jitsu schools. I could come out to Thailand and open a 𝙍𝘼𝙒 in Bangkok, or and be the biggest one in Bangkok, and I have no doubt that will work and be successful. That was kind of in the plan as well, to open a 𝙍𝘼𝙒 in Thailand. But I don't really see myself working in a gym, every day, having to be at classes every single day. I enjoy it, but not doing that as a job, because I kind of see it taking away from, personally, I've seen it taken away from what I love doing is now what I have to do. So I didn't want that to happen with me in jiu-jitsu, so working in jiu-jitsu, didn't want to do that. So reverse engineering again is like going back to, okay, so you're not going to own a gym, you're not going to be world champion, so how are you going to do this? How are you going to pull an income from jiu-jitsu? Is kind of like lots of people like to kind of make brands, and okay, well, I'm going to do this by making my brand. Being involved in advertising and everything else, I kind of knew that I kind of know production of materials and everything else. That was kind of what I used to do. So I knew that, and I've seen many people kind of try and start a brand, and I was like, okay, that's not what we're going to do. So going to find what we're basically going to do is do these luxury jiu-jitsu retreats. So different to, it's not what anyone else does. So there's lots of companies doing retreats, you know, camps, whatever you want to call them. There's lots of academies, gyms doing camps. Come to train with us for a month, and the white belt to blue belt course in so many months. So yeah, I didn't want to kind of tread on those toes, you know, so I needed to create something new. So what I kind of came up with is mixing is basically to create what I wanted, you know, so what I considered my perfect jiu-jitsu camp, you know, so that would be in a lovely hotel, beautiful hotel, with beautiful breakfast, lunch, dinner, all these great things to go and do, and that obviously allows my girlfriend to also enjoy the kind of facilities and everything else, and so this is where the raw experiences starts to kind of be born. So then we take this model of training in luxury kind of surroundings, and then we kind of market that, and that's basically the package, which is what raw experience, how we got to where we are now with raw experiences. Wasn't quite that simple. There's obviously a lot more reverse engineering to get here. Yeah. But it's kind of like, imagine where you want to be, and then kind of like put all the steps in place, reverse engineering, and then it's just a matter of following that path back.
Okay, and please go a little bit further, deeper about the project itself, like the raw experiences, how it is now today. What do you guys? How can I say? What do you guys do exactly? Who is your target audience? How can people participate and come and join you guys and be part of this experience? And okay, when you say like camps as well, this is a how can I say? My own doubt. Camp and seminar is the same? Like, do you guys have it as the same?
So we actually, this is a point where we're not struggling, but we're kind of finding out what we are, because we're kind of technically not a camp, you know, and we're definitely not a school, you know, so, and what we do focus on, which makes us completely different to anything else that's ever, this is the first time this has been seen in jiu-jitsu, you know, and arguably the first time it's been seen in martial arts, you know, whereby what we do is we create these amazing kind of experiences in the most amazing hotels, and we bring world champions of the sport to the training. We create the dojo, we create the training facility, and it's all done with a kind of a piece of luxury. So luxury is the focus. Nice. You know, which is the difference to all the other camps that that are available at the moment. Because let's be honest, fighters' rooms are not luxury. They're kind of they don't come for the luxury. Sleep. Yeah, they can sleep. You know what I mean? Wake up, fight, train,
eat, run,
sleep.
Fight, eat, repeat.
Yeah.
But this is what raw experience is not this, because this is what you would call a camp, you know, a fight camp where you've gone to really improve and hone your skills.
Yeah, like if you've got a fight coming up, it's like you'll do a fight camp and it's 6 weeks and your coach is shouting at you all the time and you're eat this, do that, sleep now, do. That's very high stress. That's not what we're doing.
What we do is like I said, it's more about luxury. So we like to call them escapes. So it's a kind of come and escape with a world champion, you know. So there's something for yourself and your partner to do. So it's kind of that was really, really important from my partner's, Rebecca's, point of view, that there was something for the partner to do, you know, because even when we're speaking with Kira, Borralho's wife, she seemed really happy that there was always something for her to do, even if it was have a floating breakfast in the pool, you know, while Borralho was teaching. There's something for everyone, basically.
So the idea then, you always bring some big name of the martial art, like Borralho came, Borralho Estima, and you guys can even talk about the next ones, and how was it with Borralho. I'll ask you guys as well. Of course, we're going to go through it properly. But the idea is then bring a big name of the actual martial art, yes, like jiu-jitsu. Only jiu-jitsu or different martial arts?
Our model is to push out into other martial arts, is to create the same model and push out into, being in Thailand, we're definitely 100% going to push out into Muay Thai.
Nice.
And again, creating the same sort of experience whereby we have really beautiful surroundings and we bring in the best trainers in the world.
And then the practitioner can bring his wife or her husband and the family to participate together or to be around this experience while the other one is
training.
Of course,
training. And
it's quite a kind of a niche kind of market, kind of guys that like to train, especially the grappling arts. The reason we use the grappling, we started off with jiu-jitsu, is because obviously I'm a black belt, and I know it was what I really wanted. This camp is literally how I would have dreamt a camp to be. So as far as when you actually arrive, it's almost like a dream.
It is, and to put things into context, as we said last week, we had Professor Paul Hoester. He's a 5th degree black belt. He's one of the best, best in the sport. He's in the Hall of Fame, and he's also one of the best to ever teach the sport.
Yeah.
So he's been here, he's been there, he's been all around the world training, teaching, doing this, doing that, being involved at highest levels. And he told us that our training facility, the mats that we set up, were the best that he had ever seen anywhere in the world. And that, like, you can't get a bigger compliment than that.
yes.
And it is a testament to how much effort and behind the scenes work that has gone on.
Reverse engineering.
Yeah, reverse engineering, because it's you picture yourself at the finish line, and then you slowly but surely you work out how to get there, and
It really helped. I definitely feel the reverse engineering really helped out, especially when we actually came to Showtime.
Oh yeah,
because everything that we kind of did and the problems we kind of solved, we kind of did them. I personally, I've said it to you, didn't I? I personally feel, although it was for Chris and the other guys that were involved in it, this was kind of the first day, of it. I had been over this first day 1 million times. I pictured it, I slept it, I woke up with it so many times, and then it unfolded exactly as it could, exactly as much as it could to the kind of initial dream.
It's nice, huh?
Yeah.
So, and then any jiu-jitsu, let's say, or martial arts practitioner can come and participate, like black belts, white belts, blue belts.
Oh, of course,
belts.
because the people that we have coming to teach these seminars, like Paul Hoester, our next camp, our next experience, our next retreat.
I like this way to say about it, our next experience.
Yes.
So we're kind of like...
I love it.
Sorry,
you know,
we're
I
kind
love
of
it.
like at that kind of crossroads where we're now calling it an experience camp.
Nice.
Because we need to spell it out and make it more kind of easier for people to understand. People seem to understand what camp means. So now we've kind of like bringing them as like a cooking pot. We're kind of putting both together now. We call it experience camp.
Nice.
But the next one is with Onde acontece, and he's another Professor Onde acontece. He is another world champion. He's another mega star in the sport. So if it's your first day of jiu-jitsu, or if you're a high level black belt, you will learn something. So it is for everyone. Yeah, it is for everyone.
And these guys that kind of the teaching, like Borralho, could very easily teach you, Gadio.
Yeah.
As a first time, and you'd walk away with skills 100%.
And
he could also teach me and Nando and I, and we would walk away taking something off these guys, these professors.
And this is nice also because for me, for example, as I'm not a black belt or blue belt or purple belt or brown belt.
But you are a white belt. You are a white belt.
Hey, yeah, you're a black belt doing this. Would you not
to
say?
be a master, you have to play yourself become a fool, right?
Yeah.
From school to master.
That's it. So in this case, what I can see is also nice because the person has the experience. I saw that, for example, we were here with Iago, Lucas, and Mateus from 𝙍𝘼𝙒, yes? So I saw the guys here very happy later, and we talk about it. Even I talk about it with Nando as well, and how nice was to be able to train with a legend like Borralho, you know, and then the next ones with André Galvão, and then it goes like that, you know. So for who is just starting, let's say me, the first day, and I get there and I train with a guy like that, you go back home feeling like, oh my God, you know, like
I'm
even
feeling
more.
every day.
Well, I imagine you guys that you love this. And
I
you
only
do.
see him on YouTube, only on my phone, and I
Then
see
you
the
are
guy
there.
and I like touch him, and I touch him, it's like.
Because Professor Borralho is also the online coaching, the head of online coaching
Everything
on
we're
𝙍𝘼𝙒
watching, and you always watch him, always see him.
So as 𝙍𝘼𝙒 instructors, we teach to a curriculum, which not many other academies do.
So like have you had you talked to him before? Had you had another kind of contact with him before?
Myself, yes, I've had
before
contact with Borralho since I was a white belt. So my belts have all come from Borralho. Every single one, from white belt, blue belt, purple belt, brown belt, black belt.
And why did you guys choose him to start with the? Was him the first one to do this?
So for me, it was Borralho did so much more than kind of come and teach at the camp, if you get what I'm saying. Borralho, yes, was my professor. So Borralho has corrected my mistakes for a long, long time, and Professor Borralho came to help me again. You know, and now since Professor Borralho is gone, now I'm super confident that André Galvão is not going to be our first. You know, so all the problems that we kind of had with Borralho, and Borralho kind of chuckled at these problems.
Yeah.
You know, these kind of because I've made many, like I said,
he was not there to judge. He was there to teach
and to help.
That's
and
different.
teach us about what we're doing. You know, and he gave us completely 100% honest feedback, and you know, it was really, we took it on and we've adjusted our camps accordingly now. So
Nice.
Part of that feedback was that he had the best time of his life.
that was insane. Yeah.
That's an exact quote. I don't have the footage. I'm sorry, but Borralho, 𝙍𝘼𝙒 Professor, if you can, if you can back me up on that.
It would be nice, eh? Yeah, so nice that he came and also enjoyed, huh?
Yeah, he really did. He enjoyed it, and the experiences we do are really unique. You know, it's not they're not kind of the experience you would find on at a tour guide or on the kind of Thompson website or anywhere like that. So these kind of experiences are either created by myself and the team, or they're kind of found by local knowledge. You know, so when we're taking people out to not just the islands, but we take them to this really beautiful islands around Phang Nga Bay, and Koh Sok Park, and all up outside of Phuket as well. Now
So
we started going.
let's look. This is a good one. Let's enjoy that we talked about it, and let's explain how does it go, because they come, they train, but they also have all the kinds of activities to do. Yes.
Yeah.
Which kind
Of
of,
course.
then you come back to Nando again to explain a little bit in Portuguese about it. Yeah. So how does it like? It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot.
Eu podia me trazer aqui para fazer sinais de língua, porque after half an hour, let me choose.
Okay. Then you need to have a.
You know what I mean?
Hey Nando, keep your good memory, man.
I'm not so good. My memory is so bad. Like I cannot even remember his name. But
I will help you. But I thought, yes, please tell us which kind of activities that you also that the people that come and participate of this beautiful experience, which kind of activities they also have and they also can do.
So we've got lots of activities that are actually happening at the camps. There's too many to kind of like start talking about them now, so I'll list a few of the top ones off the top of my head. For the ladies, it's Naka Market shopping. It seems to be really popular. The ladies love to go there more than once. And so do guys, to be fair, haven't they?
the food is good.
The food is amazing.
It's like 4 lines of just like Thai food.
It's all cooked right there in front of you. It's
Fresh.
cheap. It's delicious. Another thing that's popular with women is yoga. We do sunset yoga. There's plenty of other things.
Yeah. We do so much. So one of the most popular experiences we do is it actually runs throughout the camp, and it's the exploring the other gyms of Phuket. So we train in the mornings, and then our kind of format we like to do is we like to have a long training session in the morning that allows us to have the full day to do whatever else you want to do, because not everybody wants to be stuck training all day, you know, and especially when you're in a paradise like Phuket.
Yeah, they want to enjoy the city as well.
You want to come in and, you know what I mean, you want to get some, for me, again, the dream is to come and train with the best in the world, have some beautiful kind of surroundings, and then have the rest of the day to do what I consider paradise. So maybe that might be going to the beach with my family. You know, but other guys want to kind of explore the island. Get sidetracked. So the experiences is the island, the gym experience. So what we do there is we go every afternoon. We go out. There's a bus that goes out to all the other famous gyms in Thailand. So we go down to Sutai, we go down to Bang Tao, we venture all the way down to Rawai, South Side, and Temple, and Phuket Fight Club. And then obviously the really famous ones like Tiger Mai Tai, and kind of I like to kind of, the tour is kind of like my ideal experience if I wanted to come to Phuket and see these world famous gyms that are all over Instagram and everything else. So it's
House of Champions.
Yes, yeah.
Nice. And you also said something about go to the other islands as well.
Yeah. So again, it's like touring outside of the box. You know, so we kind of like, we rather than get on a big speedboat in Phuket, we kind of get transport all the way up to the traditional dock at Koh Sok Park, Phang Nga, and then we take the luxury, not just a normal longtail boat, but a big it's a 40-foot long luxury longtail boat out to the islands for the day, and there we take the mats with us.
Nice.
And we go, Andre and Borralho, both Andre, Will and Borralho, we went to the island, took the mats, had a kind of amazing training session, and snorkeling and diving and barbecue, and it was a fantastic day. And then we caught the sunset on the way home on another private island, another deserted island. It was incredible.
Amazing. See, and then we end up having the opportunity to spend the day with the legend, yes?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's
sharing the experience and training together, talking together.
We asked Borralho to drink some of the Thai whiskey, some with Coke. Man, the man nearly died. They just sip like this and they think everything burns.
Yeah, it's like cachaça almost.
No.
But this is good, because then the guy gets like more involved, you know, more like, oh, here I'm having
there's
some
more
nice time.
Everyone experiences
it's the human connection.
It's an amazing place.
Exactly.
Thailand and Phuket.
And then, for example, I had the opportunity through you guys, I had the opportunity to meet Borralho as well, and I was like very impressed with the way that he treated all of us. Like, was very humble, very nice, and very polite, and very. I could see that he was enjoying being here with you guys, with people, and he was very like. How can I say in English, Nando? Help me.
Be present.
Be present. Yeah, but he was very like humble, and any person that comes to talk to him, he was very
open.
Friendly and open to talk and explain and blah blah. And I'd like to even say, guys, that Borralho came to the podcast. We recorded an amazing episode that's coming up soon. Be how can I say?
Be ready.
Be ready, galera. Portuguese? How would you say?
The podcast is in Portuguese with Borralho.
É verdade. Obrigado, Nando, por me lembrar. Thank you for reminding me, yes.
But you can enable subtitles, it's okay. You can enable subtitles.
Galera, eu acabei tendo a oportunidade de gravar aqui em casa com o Borralho um episódio muito foda em português, onde um conteúdo maravilhoso, que ele conversou bastante da vida dele, dessa experiência aqui com os meninos, né? do mindset de um cara como ele, né? O campeão de tudo que você puder imaginar, hall da fama do jiu-jitsu e tudo mais. Então fique esperto que já essa semana aí já tá saindo aí esse episódio que foi do caralho mesmo.
Vai colocar aquela datinha, tipo, com time.
Tem que pôr tudo, né, cara? Vai rolar. E foi muito bacana. It was very good to see how, you know, like how humble he was with all of us and how nice he was, you know, like very, very polite, very humble. It was nice, guys. Like, congratulations for the...
bring the right guy.
Success, yeah.
Yes, and for
Thank
the
you.
beautiful work you guys are doing. And congratulations, amazing. Nando, e aí, vamos lá? Tá com a memória boa? Quer falar pros caras tudo aí em português?
Vamos lá.
Eu acho que Nando...
Pergunta em português, né?
Vamos falar um pouquinho em português. Ok, Cris?
Tranquilo.
Tranquilo, pô?
Borra, caralho.
That's what I want to listen.
My
Like,
only Portuguese word.
Caralho. And another thing that is nice for me, and I will say it in Portuguese as well, Nando, before we go, is to see, guys, that the way that you guys are involved with our culture, you know, like you see you learning...
Picanha.
Another day, like, was picanha fish, man.
Picanha, caipirinha,
Pão
caipirinha.
de queijo.
Pão de...
Caipirinhas. Oh, it was so good.
Costela.
The actual best ones I've ever had.
Costela?
Costela.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, the cow ribs.
my-
The cow ribs. Yeah.
Oh yeah, them as
The
well.
cow ribs.
Love it.
Caipirinha, and to see you guys learning words in Portuguese and the way that we speak in Brazil and Portugal and Portuguese in general, you know, like is nice for me to see you guys, the way that you guys are interested in our culture as well, you know, like thank you very much and I really appreciate it. It's nice, you know, to have this opportunity to... E tudo mais. Vamos lá, Nando. E você, meu querido? Fala pra gente. Como é que tá participando desse projeto com eles? Eu sei que tá aqui, né? Que coordena a Grace Barra aqui em Phuket e tudo mais. Como que é participar desse projeto para eles, com eles? O que você acha que esse projeto traz e agrega para a comunidade de jiu-jitsu, especialmente aqui em Phuket, ou quem quer vir para Phuket para participar dessa experiência com vocês e tudo mais?
Eu acho que é uma ideia ótima, é uma ideia que, tipo, como o Paul falou, uma ideia que sai do projeto, né, de todos os campos, que a pessoa vem, treina para lutar. Esse é uma experiência com o campo, né? Tipo, traz a mulher, traz a família.
É pra família inteira,
né? É pra família
né?
inteira. Então, não é aquela que o cara vem e o cara vai treinar com o Borralho, que ele vai ser campeão do mundo. A ideia do Paul é como ele pensou para ele, né? Ele pensou, tipo, eu quero um campo que eu venho, eu quero sentar com o Borralho, eu quero sentar com o André Galvão e comer a cabeça dele e perguntar, pessoal, mas eu não consigo mover aqui, como é que eu... Aí ele vai lá e te explica, é diferente, ele tem tempo para tudo. Né? Como nas outras coisas, tipo, ele faz um seminário, tira umas fotos, 2 horas, 3 horas, o cara
Acabou,
tá fora, acabou. Essa não, essa tu vai sentar com o cara, com o professor, tu vai lá, tu vai conhecer o caráter dele. E no mesmo tempo, tu vai estar alegrando a patroa, né? Que tipo, a permissão é uma ideia ótima. Tipo,
Sim.
O cara faz o que gosta e fica feliz no jiu-jitsu em casa. Quem não quer trazer, fala, esposa, vou te levar pra Tailândia. Pai! Aí, mas só que tem um problema.
Por que não?
Só tem um problema, mas eu vou treinar, tem um dia que eu vou treinar 4 horas com o Borralho, eu vou abraçar ele, eu vou tirar foto e eu vou aprender com ele, é diferente, é uma experiência, o cara vai...
Fala mais pertinho.
É a experiência, né, que o cara vai vir.
Como é que é? Sorry, Nando, como é que é, Chris? How do you say it in Portuguese? Do you know how to say? Não.
Não.
Não,
Desculpa.
Deixa pra lá.
Não, mas é uma experiência, o que ele, a empresa dele é baseada no que ele pensou para ele, né? Ele pensa que ele quer vem para um paraíso, como na Tailândia, e ao mesmo tempo é uma coisa, tipo, o cara mais de 30 anos, 40 anos, não quer ser campeão. O cara quer vir pra ele, tipo, mano...
Ter uma experiência legal, ele não vem pra competir, ele vem pra ter uma experiência...
Sentar com aquele cara, com um ídolo dele, né? Muitas vezes é um ídolo ou uma pessoa que ele já assistiu um vídeo, assim. Como é que ia ser eu ter uma aula ao vivo com esse cara no paraíso. Depois a gente vai tomar uma água de coco junto.
Conversar e
tal. Tipo assim. E tu vai ver que, igual tu tava falando pra ele, é uma pessoa nobre, né? É uma pessoa do coração bom.
Muito bom. Um cara muito humilde, simples.
Então, é uma coisa que muitas vezes pela mídia não dá pra transmitir.
A gente acaba não conhecendo, né?
Claro, conhece que é uma pessoa boa.
Sim, mas você acaba não tendo a oportunidade de desenvolver mais tempo com a pessoa, né? De conhecer mesmo a pessoa.
E essa é uma coisa... Porque esse campo traz uma coisa bonita. Tipo, tu pode jogar basquetebol, mas tu nunca vai vir num campo com Michael Jordan. Nunca vai ter Michael Jordan vai fazer um luxury camp em Phuket. Nunca.
Isso é verdade.
Agora, o jiu-jitsu, a empresa do Paul dá a oportunidade para tu treinar com um cara que é fenomenal. A história dele, a história do Borralho, vai na internet, tem altos e baixos, cirurgia, tudo. Passou muito...
Acaba trazendo uma lenda do esporte para passar um período de treinamento com uma pessoa que é um apaixonado pelo esporte, pode ser um competidor ou não, um professor ou não, pode ser
Tem um dia que ele convida os profissionais da academia para fazer, aí tu vem no camp dele e tu vai treinar com talvez muitas vezes um campeão do UFC, o André Galvão tá aqui na Tailândia, oportunidade. Foi convidado para esse evento especial, que o evento com os profissionais, com os pros, tu faz um treinamento pela manhã, uma visão bonita. No hotel que eles estão fazendo no camp, no terceiro andar, Paul, the camp is a third floor. The third floor.
Yeah, it's on the roof.
Top floor.
On the roof.
Top roof. Lá em cima, dá pra ver Patong todinho, mano. Dá pra ver Patong todinho, dá pra ver o mar bonito. Tipo, tá treinando, a visão do teu treino já é linda.
Aí. Então o cara, além de vir participar de uma experiência onde ele tá treinando com a linda do esporte, que ele gosta de praticar, que ele ama praticar, ou que ele pratica ou por hobby, ou por, não sei, o cara já é um professor, ou tudo mais, ele tá tendo uma experiência num hotel maravilhoso, de frente para a praia, num dos paraísos que tem no mundo, que é Phuket. A mulher dele, ou a família dele, o filho, a filha que ele treina.
Tá lá na piscina esperando
Tá lá
acabar,
na piscina, tomando um drink,
final,
esperando, ou curtindo alguma outra coisa, fazendo algum passeio na cidade. Ou seja, é para toda a família, na verdade.
Toda a
né?
família, tá? E depois do final do dia que tu treina com os profissionais, aí tem um almoço, comida do hotel, delícia. Eu vi o professor Iago lá, tava comendo ele 3 hambúrguer, grandão, mano. Olha, eu pensei que ele tava amarrado, meu professor Iago.
Iago, eu queria aproveitar e mandar um abraço pro Iago, que teve aqui no programa
falou
também.
Que tava de dieta, viu? Dieta. Não sei, aquela dieta do seafood, né? Se come, mano.
Queria aproveitar e mandar um abraço pro Iago, pro Lucas e pro Matheus lá
abraço, brother.
A galera lá de 𝙍𝘼𝙒 lá, que tiveram aqui, né? Tiveram aqui participando com os meninos também e tudo mais. Guys, for me, having the opportunity to see you guys doing it and participate, I was there with you, the barbecue, having fun, and I had the opportunity to see when I met Borralho, actually the first time that we were in 𝙍𝘼𝙒 Beach, yes.
𝙍𝘼𝙒 Beach.
Yeah, I saw that there was, yes, it was nice, because you guys just put the mat there on the beach, and you guys were training on the beach, yes. Então a galera tava treinando na praia mesmo, colocaram como é que chama aquilo, tatame, na praia, tava treinando na praia, em 𝙍𝘼𝙒, uma das praias mais lindas aqui de Phuket. E assim, uma coisa absurda, massa demais.
Outro dia eu dei um double leg no professor Paul, já rolei e caí dentro do mar.
Aí.
Nando, quanto é a distância da praia que tu treina? Eu dei um double leg e já caí no mar.
Já tá lá dentro do mar.
Já saí nadando.
Aí.
He was gone.
Saí nadando já.
And guys, look, I saw something that day on the beach that I saw. I don't know if it was you, Paul, that told me. One guy came from Singapore, and the guy came by motorbike.
Yeah, he rode up from Singapore.
And
rode up from
please
Singapore.
tell us this story, please.
Yeah, so he was a Harley Davidson kind of enthusiast, and him and a couple of his buddies rode up from Singapore to come and see Borralho.
Just to see it.
Yeah. I think it took him, what was it, 3 days? 2 days?
No, it took him 17 hours.
That was right, yes.
Because he
17
didn't
hours.
stop to sleep, or he just 17 hours.
Very safe.
Yeah, great.
In the car, you can't just like. In the car, you can like. Put your head up. In the bike, man.
You don't want to be doing that.
You need balance, right?
Yeah, for sure.
There's nowhere to put a pillow on a bike.
Oh,
Yeah,
he almost
He rode a beautiful Harley Davidson.
and he came
I guess it's
participate.
the pressure, like, I don't want to crash this beauty here.
It was beautiful, yeah.
No, and it's nice to see how powerful this kind of project is, guys. That's why I'm saying congratulations, because this is really powerful. You bring to normal people that love the sport, the opportunity to practice it.
Yes.
With sorry about my British accent. To practice it with one of the legends in the sport, you know. So and in a nice environment, with people from all over the world. And so, what are you guys planning for next?
So immediately on our website at raw.com, rawexperiences.com, we have Felipe Pena. Our next one coming up immediately is 𝙍𝘼𝙒
Pops when you go on the website, we're gonna pop the
It's the
𝙍𝘼𝙒.
first thing.
So André Galvão is coming. André Galvão tá vindo, galera. É parte do próximo. É o MES que vai estar aí no próximo e tudo mais, né? So when is it happening with André Galvão?
August 4th to the 15th.
Do dia 14 de agosto até o dia 15 de agosto, André Galvão, professor André Galvão.
Quando eu chegar aqui, eu falei,
Professor André Galvão, uma das lendas do jiu-jitsu também.
ele tá vivo ainda, mano.
Mas a lenda não é só. A lenda viva, pô. Uma das lendas vivas do jiu-jitsu também, tudo.
Literally.
Huh?
He's an unbelievable kind of competitor and ambassador to jiu-jitsu. You know, he actually heads up another kind of team, and they're called Atos. The guy's actually going to sign up to our camp, get a discount off Atos online.
Oh, really?
This is one of the things that Andre is able to do.
Nice.
Because it's his kind of organization, and he heads that up.
And with Andre, you guys are planning to do the same kind of thing that you did with Borralho here, like the same going to the island as well.
Yes.
And slight correction before, it's the 5th to the 14th of August.
Ah, ok. Então,
5th to the 14th.
Ok, galera, ó, é do dia 5 ao dia 14 de agosto com o André Galvão. É só entrar no site rawexperiences.com, raw, R-A-W,
Raw-experiences.
Ok. Raw,
Traço.
hífen, o tracinho, traço, experiences, with ES no final, com ES no final.com. É isso aí. André Galvão, so can you please explain a little bit, you want to say something? Can you please explain a little bit about this next how do you say edition of the project rawexperiences.com?
Next experience.
Yes, I mean the next.
Yeah, I love it. Can you please explain?
I can, and it's 10 days in total, 9 nights at the hotel, and 7 days of that is jiu-jitsu. So there are 3 days where there's no training. There's either you can do what you want, or you can come on organized excursions that we have, and everything's optional. So let's say that you don't want to train today because you want to do something else, but you'll train tomorrow. That's fine. Everything is good, but some of the activities that we have in our repertoire, if you want to go zip lining, if you want to ride ATVs, if you want to feed an elephant, if you want to go to a seafood restaurant where there's all these tanks and you say, I want this fish, I want that, and it's swimming around and it's looking at you. And
Well, that's again a really unique experience whereby we go down to a place in Phuket called Rawai, whereby on the coast, it's right down in the southern tip of the island, and on one side of the street you have the farmers, the fishermen,
The fish market.
the not fish market, the fishermen,
Yeah,
selling their produce that they caught off the boat. So they have them for sale down one side. On the other opposite side of the street, you have a load of restaurants. So they cook your food for about 100 baht per kilo.
And also,
Really?
Yeah.
and also
Fresh.
You couldn't be fresher.
It can't get any fresher.
No.
And also, like, is also a place to vegetarian. I also people there is amazing vegetarian.
Oh, it's food in general in
From
Phuket is
Canada area. So
Very, very high level, and even if you go to like the cheaper places, it's still fresh. It's still made in front of you. It's still, like the coconut is from a tree 500 meters away, and the mangoes from a thing. It's great. The food in Thailand is fantastic, and that's not just if you want Thai food. If you want, different cuisines. If you want a pizza, one of the best pizzas I've ever had in my life has been in Phuket. It's crazy.
Really?
Where?
Yeah. Shout out to Maya Beach chef Francesco.
Chico.
I don't.
Chico.
Shout out to you.
That was an awesome,
Brownie
pizza,
went to Maya. Chico tried to choke him, man.
Oh, really?
Chico's crazy, man. Chico's crazy.
You can give me that free pizza later, Francesco. Okay.
So in this case, I want a little bit, at least one slice.
I'll give you a slice.
One
I'll give you a
slice.
slice.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
I'll give you a
much.
slice.
Only one slice is
I will
okay.
tell Professor Fabio is watching you about your diet. You're gonna be like, Gaudio pizza? Excuse me.
It's true, Fabio. Fabio was like that another day.
Tag you in a chicken.
Portion of something. he tagged Nando and I. He posted something about like a chicken. How do you say that kind of chicken?
Shredded chicken.
Yes, and Gaudio, Nando, let's go. I started the diet because last week we talked about the diet.
He showed the results. Works, but.
Yeah, Fabio are doing very well. Congratulations! I hope to get that. I hope for him. I think he's watching. Fabio,
You hope not. He's a black belt.
he's watching, Chris. He's watching there. So guys, look. Sorry, if you want to say something to him, he's watching there.
I'd say I say hello to him as well. Então, caralho.
I hope the Facebook don't shut you off.
Oh man, yeah, guys.
Cuidado.
It's like census.
Porra, caralho, there's no problem.
Oh no.
Guys, look, I want to ask you. Coming back to the project now, like from you, Paul, that how can I say idealized, had the idea of the how can I say it in English now?
What?
That had the idea of the
Formulated
the
the
formulated the
idea.
idea and had it for, as you said, thinking about something that yourself would enjoy and blah blah. So how was it for you, and also for you guys, like to see people enjoying it?
Incredible.
So how was it, like, and the feedbacks that you guys got from it? Tell us, please.
And the feedback was to be honest, was incredible, wasn't it? That kind of what people came back and said was beyond kind of what I kind of imagined. They said things about the experiences that I thought was incredible.
Yeah, I was to not to get too emotional or anything, but some of the to hear someone of such a high stature in the jiu-jitsu world as Professor Borralho 𝙀𝙀 saying that this is the best time I've ever had in my life, guys. Thank you. Okay, it's very easy to have a nice time in Phuket. It's a paradise place.
Of course, but
I mean that was a super proud moment for me because I've never ran a jiu-jitsu luxury camp experience before. This is
and it starts with a compliment like that.
And to have that on the first attempt is incredible. And if I was to reverse engineer my perfect holiday, it would be riding ATVs, doing jiu-jitsu, sunset yoga. It would be going to all these amazing restaurants. It would be feeding an elephant. It would be doing these incredible things. And what we've done basically behind the scenes is we've amassed a big Rolodex of places to do, places to go, things to see. And that's the sort of 5-star service that we can provide, because we might not be going to ride ATVs today or feed an elephant or this or that, but we'll tell you where it is. We can sort it out, and that's a sort of like the concierge level of service that we offer. It's not just we're getting on the bus, and if you don't come, we don't care. You know what I mean? There's more attention to detail.
Yeah.
And whilst I wasn't on holiday, I was doing work and I was doing this and that. I still had the best time of my life.
Amazing.
And I can't wait to do it again. And it's going to get bigger. It's going to get better. We're going to have more camps. We already have more world champions lined up. We've got the likes of Professor Andre Galvao. We've got Professor Felipe Pena. We've got 3 Brazilians for our first ones, which is a nice connection to have. 3 potential guests for your podcast, maybe.
Amazing,
I don't know.
Amazing.
And we've got Kyle Chambers coming. He's not Brazilian. He's American. He is a black belt under Eddie Bravo. Eddie Bravo's quite a big name in the jiu-jitsu world. Yeah. He's quite big in the podcast world. Yeah. We're doing big things, and I'm very proud of the work that we've all done as a team, and that includes you, Professor Nando. You've been
integral.
Yeah, you have, and it's amazing. The if you want to call it the soul of this podcast, the heart of this podcast.
Chris, just let me ask you.
Sorry.
Sorry. Don't.
My understanding is that the heart and the soul of this podcast is all about human connections. It's all about, it's not just about a conversation. It's about connection. You know what I mean? And we are in a very lucky position to be able to do the things that we do, and to have done them and continue to do them at the high level that we're doing. You've got a great podcast, man. I think.
Thank you very much.
I think 1 million subs is just a matter of time for you.
Thank you very much.
And
how's work the subtitles?
How's the subtitles? I haven't watched every episode. I'm not going to lie to you.
Did you watch mine, Chris?
I did watch your episode, and I watched Iago's episode. That was the most recent episode that I watched.
You have to
I
watch
watched
Thiago, my friend, Thiago.
No, Iago.
Iago.
And I watched.
Jefferson said to say hello to him.
Professor Jefferson.
Yeah.
I watched the Borralho 𝙀𝘼 episode. I was sat on the couch over there. I was live. I understand. Eu falo solamente pouco. I don't understand everything, so I'm waiting for the subtitles for that episode. But yeah, it's good, and I think you produce very good content, and
thank you very much.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure to be on the podcast with you.
It's my pleasure, my friend, honestly. Thank you very much for coming. Paul, thank you very much as well.
Thank you for having me, us.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Experience.
It's good, for me, it's like it's a huge test as well, because of course it's not my first language, so it's something like quite challenging as well. It's something that I need to face and embrace, and especially because actually my intention is producing nice content to Brazilian audience, of course, to take to Brazilian people there to know about what we Brazilian people face and live around the world, So of course, I need to find a way to bring the opportunity that I have to deal and to connect and make friends with people from all over the world, like you guys now, and bring it to them to share this experience as well, And it's a bit hard because of the language, of course, but it's amazing, because after that, Chris, in Brazil, we are used to watch movies, films, series, everything, reading the subtitles. And I know that you guys let's say, native English speakers. You don't need that, like
No.
so. But for Brazilian people, like I hope that we get to the point that I can do the podcast in English as well, in Spanish as I had some, and they're able to read 2 hours, 1 hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 sometimes of a conversation in another language, but reading the subtitles, So it's amazing to, and then I'd like to say thank you very much for you guys to help me to promote this kind of experience to my audience, that we are just starting a beautiful work here.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Yes, that's it, that's it. So thank you very much, guys, for coming. Congratulations again for the beautiful work that you guys are doing. I hope I'm still able to be close enough to see it with my own eyes,
Come train.
I have to. And I would like to, before we end this beautiful episode as well, I want to ask you, Paul, you, Chris, you, Nando, to say anything you want to any person that is watching us, or about the project, or about life in general, like this experience about traveling and going abroad in a very special way, staying in beautiful facilities, dealing daily with the legends of some sport like jiu-jitsu in this case. Feel free, please just use that beautiful camera there and
I wasn't ready for that.
So yeah, I mean it's been absolutely incredible to stop what I was doing before, advertising, and get involved with, like you said, speaking with my heroes, and seeing my heroes now pop up in my messages is a surreal experience. Yeah, it really is, and to do it in paradise is a real treat as well. Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
A story that I will tell quickly is how I sort of heard about raw experiences is at ADCC. Paul talked about reverse engineering before, and I hadn't seen Paul for a while. Months. Like I was going to training, he wasn't there. I was going to training, he wasn't there. And I thought, something, maybe it's on holiday, and then, this went on. And ADCC is like the biggest, it's like the Olympics of Jiu-Jitsu. And at our, at 𝙍𝘼𝙒 Jersey, we went there, one of our professors, Charlie Wood, shout out Charlie Wood, he put on a big screen and we went to watch it, and Paul was there. I said, "Oh, hello, Paul. How are you? I've not seen you in a while. What have you been doing?" And unbeknownst to Paul, what I had been doing when he was away is I wasn't happy with where I was and what I was doing. So I was looking at apartments in Thailand, and I was looking at the price. So you can get this, you can get that, you can have a pool on the roof, you can have this, and I'm like, "Oh, so Paul, what have you been doing?" And he gets out his phone and he shows me like a beta version of a website, and it's got placeholder text on it, and I think, "Oh, what's this? What's that?" And then he tells me, and then I said, after he told me the full story, I said, "And this, you'll back me up on this." I said, "Paul, can I be involved? Can I do this? Can I do that? Please, please." And he was like, "Yeah, okay." And I thought he was just being nice, but we kept in touch. Obviously, he moved out here, and here we are. And I think it's absolutely amazing. From me hearing about it, then I was instantly, what an amazing concept, what an amazing idea. And now I can touch it. I can. It's happening, and I'm couldn't be happier.
And how beautiful it is, to see something that came from here and from here. Becoming real and happening, and also transforming and impacting other people. Like it went around already, it's spread around already,
Yeah.
Like other people took it, and it's part of other people's life as well. Nice.
Man, tomorrow I'm gonna meet one of the royalty of jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu royalty. We're meeting tomorrow.
But that's a story for...
Grace Jr.
You see? Look how
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Moreexperiences.com.
Yeah.
Soon.
Guys, look, let's do like this then. Let's show here about...
Master Carlos.
Master.
Master Carlos Gracie Jr., yes. Amazing, amazing. Let's show here a little bit, Nando. I need you to get a little bit here because now we're going to show on this beautiful TV. I don't know if you guys can see it properly. Nando, maybe you can zoom the camera there, no? Try to do it, Nando, if you can, please.
Put the camera here.
So I want to show the guys, first of all, like the Instagram. I'm going to now change a little bit for the TV. It's good to have Nando as my assistant here today, né? You know, this is the Instagram. Guys, you know, galera, ó, às vezes é difícil filmar ali na televisão e colocar tudo certinho lá. Se você puder dar um zoom bem lá, né? Mas nós estamos aqui no Instagram dos meninos do pessoal lá da Raw Experiences. Então vamos de novo aqui, ó. 𝑟.a.wxperiences. Raw Experiences. É o Instagram do pessoal.
Dá pra ver aí quando aperta aí?
I think now is good. Now is good.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
But now, yes, you need to then. Oh, which one we can start showing here?
Scroll up.
The top ones, any of the top ones.
The top ones are the next ones, yes?
This is a good one, yeah.
This one here? Ok. So essa aqui é para a próxima que tá vindo, né? Que é a próxima edição. I don't know how to make it bigger, but... And the sound, yeah? So guys, you can go please talking about it a little bit.
So that mat space you see there is actually 300 square meters of air-conditioned mat space with the most incredible 180-degree panoramic view of
Sorry,
of
Paul,
the bay.
I'm a bit... Just a second, Paul, sorry.
It's okay.
What should I do, Nando?
This X here.
Because it's on Instagram, so I think it doesn't get bigger. Look at Nando. I think I have this video. You sent me this video, yes? So let me open the video that you sent me. Okay, just a second. I have 1, 2.
This is the latest one here.
Which one?
This one
This
with
one?
the
Left.
Yeah,
This one.
this is the latest one we just made.
That one.
This is why the mark's over it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Tickets available now. Raw.
Opportunity of a lifetime, literally, isn't it? To come and
Yeah.
it's a Phuket paradise of Phuket. That's what makes the camp different to all the other. Borralho is actually on a roster.
Exciting news for you. Stay here and don't go. Watch this video to the end. You're gonna love it. I see you there. Osa.
Esse é o que tá por vir, galera, do dia 4 do dia 5 de agosto ao dia 14 de agosto, com o André Galvão.
He does something in this. It just, for me, I just one clip in this, and I'm just like, yes, this, boom. I want to know what that is.
I think I think
Mais uma lenda do jiu-jitsu vindo aí pra Phuket.
Ridiculous,
I saw
isn't
him
it? Yeah.
It's like
So what do you guys like? How do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about being able to bring this kind of opportunity to people as well? Because this is nice. Actually, look, guys, this is something very nice. I will tell you. When I talk about the Nomundao podcast, for example, I always say that this is about Brazilian people or people in general that are impacting and transforming people's life around the world. You see? So in this case, Raw Experience is exactly the same. So you bring a legend in a sport to come and spend the time here 1 week, 2 weeks, yes, 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks.
10 days.
10 days.
10 days.
7 days jiu-jitsu, 10 days in total.
So
You
I
see?
just wanted to explain that because it kind of sounds like I'm coming for 10 days, I'm only training for 7. So how that works is the day you arrive from your extremely long flight, you're probably not going to want to train. Let's be honest.
You just want
So
to
that's
rest.
that's day one. Yeah. And at the end of the flight, at the end of the camp, if you've got on day 10 to leave, be at the airport for 1 p.m., you're probably not going to train that day. Either.
Yes.
So those 2 days, although we provide open mats and we provide, Nando and I will be providing some classes those days, it won't be from Andre. And then one day in the middle of the week, we have what we like to call a day off, including Andre. So everyone gets to, we've been training quite intensely by that point. It's a nice break in the middle of the week to have a break from training.
And explore and do whatever you want to do. Whether it's go to the beach, whether it's
Because
go
at
to
the
the
end
spa,
of the day,
whether
you also
it's...
need to enjoy
Yeah, of course.
and
Phuket.
experience
Of course,
Phuket.
for sure.
Yeah.
Of course.
Like I said before, it's not everybody's paradise is with the group doing the gym tours. It's a lot of people would like their idea of paradise is on the beach with the family.
Yeah.
You know, so
And you can do that, right?
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
You don't have to go to feed elephants, but why not? But if you
Yes, it's an
optional.
like
Yeah, of
unique
course.
It's up
opportunity,
to
you know. Yeah.
There's lots of other animal activities in Phuket as well, but we don't promote them, but we know we can advise where you want to get. If
Yeah.
you want to go and see some of them.
If people like to dive, they can dive as well.
Yeah,
No, they can
exactly,
go
yeah.
feed elephants. What else? Monkeys.
Feed the monkeys, Monkey Hill.
Monkey. You can.
Oh, don't go there.
Don't go there.
Don't go to Monkey Hill. I got bitten at Monkey Hill.
Oh god.
Yeah.
You
So
got
if-
injections.
With raw
How many?
experiences, you are not going to Monkey River.
No.
Over a month.
Yeah.
Guys, okay, look, let's see the other video about André Galvão Luxury Jiu-Jitsu Camp from the 5th.
Tickets available now on raw-experiences.com.
We have 3 different rooms as well available at these camps. So all 3 rooms come with their own swimming pool.
Oh, 3 rooms.
Yeah, 3 room grades, and every room actually has its own private swimming pool
Oh, nice.
that belongs to the room.
Yeah.
It's not a joint pool that joins onto others. It's a private pool for 2
And
people.
in front of the beach, yes?
Yes. So yes, again with sunset sea views.
This is amazing.
And
This
that's
is
every level of accommodation
You
on
are-
our camp our raw experiences.
This is amazing, guys. Congratulations, huh?
Thank you.
Nando, I see that people there are sending messages. Jefferson, who else? Fabio.
No, these guys know
The
that.
guys,
Oh
the guys,
my
the
God,
jiu-jitsu
they asking
guys.
me like, well, I know what they ask. They want violence. I want to give it to
Yeah.
them.
So eu queria aproveitar. I want to enjoy and send a big hug to Jefferson and Fábio. They came here to the podcast as well. So brigadão, Jefferson. Brigadão, Fábio, aí pela audiência. Os, brigadão, o Gão tá lá também, tava assistindo a gente. Um abraço, Gão, meu querido amigo. Guys, vocês que assistiram aí e estão assistindo a gente já tem esse tempo todo aí, obrigado pela audiência de vocês que vão assistir depois. Fiquem ligados, rawexperiences.com. Muita experiência linda na Tailândia. Guys, do you plan to take it to another country or other countries?
Yeah, so the model is to expand out and start offering these experiences back in Europe, to targeting the Asian market.
Oh, nice.
So we're going to be doing experiences in Morocco and Spain, Ibiza, and all these kind of beautiful kind of places in Italy as well, Florence and Rome.
Nice.
Kind of locations that we want to do camps in.
So why not take Europeans and Asians and etc. to Brazil and do raw experience in Brazil as well? Huh? It would be an amazing idea, huh, to have you guys there. Huh?
Yeah, so I'm just quickly looking on my phone for these guys. We're just about to start working with them in Florianopolis.
Oh, yeah.
They
South of
also do
Brazil.
camps, jiu-jitsu camps in Brazil. And we're going to actually, again, working together and rather than trying to compete with each other. So Raw is going to now be able to offer experience camps in Brazil. And vice versa, they're going to cross-sell our camps in Thailand through their kind of network. So we will be offering camps in Brazil shortly.
Nice. Amazing.
Breaking news on the nomundao podcast.
Aê! Caralho!
As far as expanding
Aê,
out,
porra!
as far as expanding out into other countries, yes, imminently.
Yeah, nice.
I mean, eventually, the plan is to have camps in this area. You know?
Beautiful
Everywhere.
everywhere. like nomundao podcast,
Yeah.
everywhere. Amazing. Guys, look, before now I go back to you guys, I want to ask Nando. Nando, Gerson is there asking you to end, saying a beautiful, like, giving them a beautiful words there. The words that only you know.
Be kind to yourself and be kind to each other.
That's
When
it.
you die, nobody remember you. That's it.
Nice. You
Nobody
see,
gonna remember
this
you.
is Nando the poet, like
Porra, caralho.
Gerson was here asking Nando, please.
Be kind, man. Be kind. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. And just remember, when you die, nobody gonna remember you.
That's it.
Only if you
After
like-
3 weeks.
I'll remember you.
See, it's worth a while. Like, make some people happy. When you die, maybe they will remember you.
Maybe they will. Guys, look, before we finish, would you like to say something? Is there some information that I forgot to ask and you guys would like to say? Any kind of breaking news or any other thing?
Apart from the obligatory plug that we're going to do next, that's www.raw-experiences.com.
Yeah,
Apart from that, and
Yeah, all the info is there. You can follow us on Instagram at r.a.w.experiences.
Don't even ask.
Yeah.
And it's there. You can find it if you want it.
Yeah.
Raw experiences.
Yeah, the best place is the website. If you have any questions, you can email us at info@rawexperiences.com. Yeah.
Amazing. Nando, and about you, my friend?
I'm good.
Would
man.
you like to say something before we go?
Thank you very much for the opportunity, and thank you very much for Paul, the company. It's an amazing company, and all the opportunity for me to experience. At the same time, I'm working, and then I hope I get salary next one.
Breaking news on the nomundao podcast.
You see?
But no, but the what he gave to me is priceless. The experience, like to be like with them since the beginning of the project is like, and see the when it's go right, when it's go wrong, and how the team regroup after mistake. And this thing is very important when a company look to grow, and it's like consistent. Like everybody gonna go through a process, and then anything you do is like how you're willing to go through the mud. The rain is gonna drop, you're gonna be in the mud, but you have to be strong enough to walk out.
That's
And
it.
you just like, sometimes you're too lazy. You start something and after 3 months you stop. I drop it! Where's the microphone?
Tá vendo? Tá vendo? Ô, Gerson, tá vendo? Você pediu.
Fabão, ó, tô botando pressão no homem, vai fazer
Você pediu
dieta.
isso. Galera, ó, eu queria aproveitar então. You like it? Galera, ó, eu queria aproveitar então, agradecer você que está assistindo o programa até agora. Clica aí, dá um like nesse vídeo, compartilha para família, amigos, né? Vamos fazer essa história rodar aí, conhecer muito mais história de vida.
Manda pra aquela tua tia que quer aprender inglês, né? É bom, mano.
Porra, para que você tiver um
ela vai
amigo
entender o que
que
nós
quer praticar inglês, nós temos aqui, porra, de um cara da Inglaterra, da Escócia, um brasileiro lá do Nordeste, afora, outro lá de Minas Gerais, tudo falando inglês, cada um com o seu sotaque, do seu jeito, sabe? Assim, é uma ótima oportunidade para praticar o inglês também, né? O listening.
Também que, tipo,
It's a great opportunity to practice English, for
Man, it's a
example,
great
you.
opportunity, and it's a great. Your English is fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Really great, yeah.
Thank you very much. Galera, ó, clica aí, dá um like, se inscreva no canal, né? Dá um like nesse vídeo,
mas tu tem que
compartilha.
ficar só se inscrever no canal. Explica, galera, dá o like, se inscreva. E me ajuda eu continuar fazendo com amor esse projeto bonito que eu tenho
Com
no meu
amor.
coração. Fala assim,
Porque
nossa,
aí, como diria Luiz Caldas, eu só sei fazer, eu só sei amar.
fala assim,
com
galera.
amor,
Eu fico
com amor.
eu assisto o cara, fala, me dá um like, ou se inscreve no. Galera, me inscreve, me dá uma moral aí, pô. Escreve.
Dá uma moral, galera,
Nem
se
que tu não
inscreve
se
aí.
inscreva, assiste uns 10 minutos.
Assiste uns 10 minutos, deixa um like, uma
Deixa um
palminha, um
like,
comentário,
mano, ajuda,
caminha pros seus
né?
amigos aí pra galera. Os meninos estão delirando ali, ó o Chris, ó o Chris Magee, ó o Chris Magee. Chris, sim.
Now inside their heads look like we fighting.
No. I understand what's happening.
I'm not crazy to pass his guard. Né? You see? Ó, você viu?
É o gordinho audacioso.
Galera, terminando essa bagunça aqui, fique com Deus, tudo de melhor sempre, guys. Thank you very much for your time, for coming here, explaining to us this beautiful project. Nando, valeu aí demais mais uma vez, brigadão. Tamo junto pra comer aquela picanha, tomar aquela cerveja, bater aquele papo.
Só como picanha.
Tamo sempre juntos, viu? Ó, galera, thank you very much.
When we go picanha.
Vamos lá.
It's like,
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you
Thank you.
very much.
It's been awesome.
ooze.
Oh.